Rachel, hey, congratulations
Thank
for
you.
being here at VidCon. How does it feel for being here this week?
Absolutely amazing. This is my first year as a feature creator, so I'm like stoked because I get access to everything. I get the panels, I get meet and greets. I just finished up my meet and greet. It was actually really good turnout. And they literally told me like, you saved so many people money on your code and stuff. I'm like, oh, that makes me feel so good that I can like, give back and really meet all the creators who are inspired by me. And I'm like, oh, I love them. And they're so nice and they know me from Comic-Con. It's just like part of my family. So it feels really great to be here. I did a panel yesterday that went absolutely amazing. We talked about, it was called From Indie to Industry. We talked about how to break into the acting industry with studios, and that was just absolutely fantastic.
Wow, that sounds pretty awesome. So how do you describe your brand to people who don't know Rachel?
Okay, so I have a lot of things going on. As you know, I am beauty and brains with a twist. So as far as the beauty, I am a guest model. I used to do a lot of pageants. I do like Miami Swim Week, all the fashion shows, Paris, New York, LA, Miami. So that realm is covered, and I showcase that on my Instagram and Snapchat and whatever. And then we have the brains part. I was a MythBuster on MythBusters Junior, so like a lot of my fans are from there, and they just like, they're my super fans, so they just like work closely with me. And I have 2 patent pending inventions. I just went to Open Source, which is a science convention. So like I'm heavily into STEM, and I work on cars. I fix things, rental houses, toilet flanges, anything, brakes. I just did a brake change, which was so fun. And then the twist, I'm a trampolinist and I do a lot of cosplaying, and so like those tricks and flips that I do like play into it. So imagine like Rosie the Riveter. That's the type of vibe that I'm giving.
So how do you describe the fan base that you actually have? Because your brand is it's very, very broad.
Yeah, I think my fan basis is like, it's a lot of women who need like confidence because I'm super tall, and so I do like tall girl stuff, and so like I'll talk about modeling as a 6-foot girl, putting on those heels, doing your thing, and then there's also the other aspect. I'm like literally so nerdy, and so I have all the nerds, I have the geeks, I have the models, I have just like a little bit of everything, and then I have the flippers as well, so it just depends on the day and what is going viral at the moment. Like when I did Electra, and I did like a little kip up, forward roll, blah, blah, blah. And so I had like a crazy amount of like cosplayers and people in that realm follow me. And so I feel like I have like my eggs in every basket. So I could go from a guy to a girl to a child to, like almost everything in between.
So when did all this start for you?
I knew I wanted to be a model. Like I always knew I was super tall. By the time I was 14 doing MythBusters, I was like 5'11", like as tall as Adam Savage. So like I knew I wanted to do modeling, even if it's just like runway or whatever. So that, like being in front of the camera, I had an eye for that, and I did pageants when I was super young, and I had to do talents, and I just knew I wanted to be a performer or something like that. And then I figured out like social media exists. But I did MythBusters before this, and they like warned me, oh, social media. And then I was like, okay, it's not that scary once you really dive into it and grow like a really good fan basis. And so, I don't know, like it's just a part of me now. And so I just can't get rid of it, and I love it so much. And I'm very happy that like the pandemic did happen and that I got to like experience being a creator, because I didn't like jump into it until the pandemic.
Oh, so you started during the pandemic. So
Yes.
what did that actually start it off as? Was it just something that, like a daily vlog or just pictures? Or what did you expect it to be?
So I started just creating like little random things because I was at home. Like I would bake a cookie in the microwave. I would just like do little random things, do fails, tricks, whatever it was, but I didn't take it seriously. I just thought of it as like, oh, I'm doing a super fun dance and like, yeah, let's just vibe. And it wasn't until probably about a year and a half ago that I started to take it seriously. And then I have my dad behind me constantly. He's so like in support of me. He's literally filming right now. And so like he understood the like possibilities that social media could have on my life, and it's brought me a lot of different opportunities, and I'm very grateful for it. So it didn't technically take off until he kind of pushed me, and so like very happy for that.
So tell us about the evolution in the past 4 years since the pandemic with you and, social media and content creation.
Yeah, so as I said, I just started out doing like little random things, and then I realized that I actually liked creating content. So like most of the creators here, they have a passion for it. And so like having access to something on my phone to where I'm like, okay, I really want to show people something, but like, how do I do it? Social media is literally in the palm of your hands right here. I know so many people who have like a whole camera roll full of amazing experiences, and they're just like afraid to jump into it. And I feel like 3 or 4 years ago, I just jumped and I didn't understand the possibilities. And so like, if you are a content creator, or if you are trying to get into content creation, I know you have a phone full of absolutely incredible videos and memories. Post them. You never know what's going to go viral. Sometimes it's the fails, sometimes it's, the funny stuff. So just like go for it and do what you love, because it really started out just by being funny and goofy and doing my thing. And then I started doing like MythBuster. I started testing it out, and I didn't really know my niche, and I still kind of am broad with my niche. And so I like to keep it open, fun, friendly. And even when I'm at VidCon, like most of these creators, they probably won't post too much about VidCon, but I'm like, okay, this is my life. Let me just show you all of it. And so like I'm filming at the water parks, I'm filming here, I'm showing you my panels, I'm showing you my meet and greets. I just like my fans to love like everything that I'm doing, and so I like to get them involved.
That is a lot of confidence, because a lot of people are following you because of your experiences and your journey. Why do you love broadcasting that to everyone?
Yeah, as you said, my journey, you never know where it's going to take you. I've always been that type of person to like, once I went on MythBusters, I was like, I want to show you guys, but I just don't know how. Unless you follow me on Snapchat, have my number or whatever, or we have like a FaceTime call, you can't see it. Like, no one who is at VidCon like right now can see what the creators can see. So I like to give them the inside scoop. I like to have like my subscribers. I like to have like that really strong interaction with my fans. So I don't know, it's just like, it's a part of me. And so I feel like without social media, I couldn't broadcast it. And so it just gives me like, it opens it up. And the reason I like to do it is because I do so many things that I'm like, okay, maybe I can hit this person, maybe I can inspire this person, maybe I can like get another opportunity, maybe a movie opportunity, maybe like Guess. Guess came from social media. Adam Savage, wow. Brian Adams, he is the rock star. He found me on Instagram, and he immediately went to Paul Marciano, who owns Guess, and was like, this girl is so cool, authentic, genuine, let's get her a test shoot for Guess. And like that opened a crazy door for me, and now I'm a guest model, So it's just like, wow, like an opportunity can come from social media. It's crazy.
So you admit social content has opened many doors for you in your career.
Absolutely. I just filmed a movie in New Hampshire. It's a horror film. It's coming out Halloween. It's called Round the Decay. And they found me through social media and connections, and they knew like I can flip, I'm like a contortionist, I'm like lanky, and they needed a monster. And so I became the monster. I didn't really have to do an audition, because that is my audition. Like the social media, if you want to see what I do, scroll down a few times and I will show you. So like going in person and showing a casting director what I can do is great, but having like your own little sizzle reel and a book full of memories, that's even better.
Now, MythBusters started it all kind of for you. Is that chapter closed, or you're still?
So that opened a lot of doors. Definitely did. I don't think it's technically closed. I literally just met up with Adam again. So we always have something there. There's always like potential collaborations, partnerships, whatever. But it's opened doors to STEM for me. Like it brought me that attention to where it's like, oh, she is not just a pretty face. She can also do really cool experiments. I want her for my next TV show. So I'm filming, we just filmed a pilot. It's literally like perfect. It's like, imagine me right now kicking some butt. Like that is literally what I can imagine, like a bad ASS woman. That is it. So like it's just opened so many doors. And I'm like forever grateful for MythBusters, because I wouldn't be here. I really wouldn't.
You have a lot of videos, of grounded videos of you fixing cars, rehabbing your home, even some personal videos of your father on his health journey.
Wow, you know that.
I do know that. So good job. So tell us about doing these type of videos. Is doing these videos like a hobby for you, or
Yeah,
is this just...
so a little story about that. My family has always been into like the maker space, and I've always been a maker. And so I like to think of my content when I create like the breaks or when I'm doing stuff like that. I'm doing it anyways, so I might as well show people what I'm doing, and that's like my whole thing. Like, I really don't go too much out of my way to film content. I like people to know like the genuine, authentic version of me, and so if I am falling, tripping, dying, I'm gonna film it and put it up on Instagram. So I had to change the brakes, so I might as well film it. But that's like a big part of my life too, because most people don't see that part, Like, I feel like there's so many amazing creators here who have talents beyond what they're posting, and if they just posted that a little bit more, it would just open so many more doors, but they have their niche. And I like to keep mine very broad so that I can focus on one if it pops off or not.
Now, on the lighter and fun side of videos, you showcase your sense of humor too. Sometimes dances, sometimes acrobats, and sometimes you make fun of your own height. And,
Absolutely.
And I feel like a very short Asian next to you right now.
I met this Filipino dude. Hi, Chase, if you're watching. He's literally like 5'6", 5'4", 5'6". Absolutely incredible. Like, I love when a short king comes up to me, he's like, you, me, right now, video. I'm like, yes, please, let's do it. So I'll find like Christina DeRosa, she's like 5 feet tall, and we'll do tall girl content, and we literally love it. Like, some people are a little sensitive to it, but I think it's funny. I think it's so funny, and like that, like short girl, tall girl content is hilarious. The you, me, we see face to face, like when I go up, hilarious. People freaking love that. I'd love to do that with the Filipino dude, but I don't know. I've never done it with a guy, so maybe look out for that. But no, I'd love to capitalize on the funniness. I feel like there's a lot of fails that happen in my life, and I have to showcase it. And my dad's literally filming 24/7, and I'll like go through film sometimes, and I'll go through his camera roll, and I'm like, wow, that's good. You caught that. Film, put it up. I don't know. It's just genuine moments where I'm either falling or like falling off a stage or something, and I'm like, that's funny. Expectations versus reality type 5. I just feel like people need to see that side of me. It's because it's real, Yeah.
Tell us about the family involvement, because a lot of people, they bring in professionals and so on, but it seems like you're filming 24/7, and your dad is filming you, and this is like a special engagement.
Yeah, so my dad has always been by my side. My mom and dad have been by my side. They're literally right there, off of screen. But they've been by my side since I can ever remember. Like, dad's going with me to MythBusters, mom's taking care of my brother. Like, we are just very tight-knit, and I don't think that's ever going to go away. And the one thing that I love about my dad and mom always being there is protection, for sure. Like, I can walk into a room, be confident, and not be afraid that I'm either gonna get, hit on or whatever. And as a tall female, I'm like sticking out of the room. And so it's just nice to have them there. It's nice to have them with the experiences. We go on road trips all the time, and like, they just love it. They're at that age where they're trying to have fun, they're trying to go to like nice hotels and experience this stuff and vacation. And I'm like, okay, my whole life is a vacation, come with me. So we're just having a really good time. And as far as like content creation, my dad is on the ball. I don't know what like teenage mind he has, but like he's like, trend, caption, this, that. I'm like, wow. I don't even know what you're talking about, but like, he is on the ball, and I cannot find another person who I trust more to either take my photos, be with me, and just, like, have that nice protection just everywhere I go. Like, he's on the ball, always.
Well, let's take a slight right turn here, because we are at VidCon, and we have to talk about the darker side of things, because obviously mental wellness is always paramount for a social content creator like yourself. Can you address about how you handle the mental wellness in your life?
Yeah, so I haven't really had too many issues in that department, but when I do, I definitely have family to rely on. I have a big brother. He's like literally constantly there whenever I need him. He can be a little pain, but he's there when I need him. So thank you, Robbie. But also having those friends back home. I live in New Orleans, and so a lot of the creators are in LA, and it's a little overwhelming when you're just like first introduced to LA, and it's just like, wow, okay, they have this going on, this going on. I just feel a little like out of place, but slowly I've gotten there, and I'm like, okay, we have this person, my friend's here, I'm coming to VidCon to see Lee, Alex, this. So like I have grown into confidence, and just like whenever you walk into a room, you have to have confidence, but I haven't struggled too much with the issues, but if you do, just make sure you have friends, family support around you, and always ask for help, because I've kind of been in that situation where I didn't ask for help, and then it just got a little depressing, and I just had to take a flight somewhere and go. And so then that helps. But like if you don't have that resource, definitely ask for help.
Most excellent. And as I'm going to start wrapping things up, where do you see yourself, Rachel, 4 or 5 years from now?
Yeah, so I'm at LSU for engineering right now online, so hopefully let's get that degree. I'm also doing a business degree, so engineering takes a lot out of you, and you have to go in person, and I'm online, so I really want to get it, but having that availability to go to an online or an in-person class is like, eek. So definitely going to get that business degree though, because I want to be an entrepreneur. And then I have 2 patent pending inventions, so hopefully we get those patented, we create businesses, get that going. Of course, grow the social media. I don't know if TikTok's getting banned or anything, but we're going to continue. Like, changes are continuing and keeping going. And then as far as acting and modeling, when it comes to modeling, breaking into modeling is so difficult. It's really about who you know and all your connections, and so just keep getting those connections and just breaking into those doorways, like going to New York and trying to get into New York Fashion Week knowing no one. That's hard. Yeah. So like keep getting those connections and just like break your way through it. And as far as acting, I have a few projects coming up, the pilot TV shows. Round the Decay is coming up Halloween, so make sure to check that out. I have a few other things. I did a movie with Mike O'Hearn called Sense or Addiction, so check that out as well. I have a movie in Australia, London, blah, 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 blah. Montana, yeah. So just keep up with the socials. You can follow me on Instagram at Beauty and Brains with a Twist, and then almost everywhere else is Rachel Pizzolato. YouTube's Rachel Pizzolato. Snapchat, it's Rachel Piz. What else we got? X, that Twitter turned into X, is Brain Twist 2112, and then just look me up, Rachel Pizzolato.
My gosh, I have no idea how you find all the time for all this.
No sleep, gang. No sleep, literally. No, I'm not even kidding. I went to a water park yesterday at like 8 a.m. in the morning. Got done at 2 p.m., went to my panel, done, party, this, didn't go to bed till 4, got up at 7. Like, I'm on a grind. And that's thanks to my dad, because he is like my personal alarm system.
Most definitely. Follow her adventures. It's actually pretty exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.